Hello, my nail friends. Welcome back to my channel. My name is Mary Rosie from Mary Rosie Dips. Today's mani, I am using Ritzy Dips dip powders, Clean Slate and Candy Corn, along with their clear dip powder, which is called Glass, and Pampered Pretties Autumn 2 for the one nail decal. I'm also using Ritzy Dips Iced Matcha, which is a white shimmer color that's going to go on my ring fingernail, which is the one that's going to have the decal. I am going to be using Ritzy Dips Peel Base and Dip Base and Activator to do the dip powder. In the end, I did decide to leave it matte, so I'll be using matte gel top coat. So for the initial part of my mani, I do have, if you're new to my channel, welcome. I do use either jelly tips or builder gel on my natural nails. This that I currently have on my left hand is jelly tips from Double Dip, and I do use peel base on top of that so that I can more easily and quickly remove my dip powder. I do my nails very frequently for many different brands, so it just makes it easier for me so I can keep up and use more of the colors that I have, since there's over 1,000 here in my nail room. So I do like to do one full layer on each and every nail, and after that dries, probably about anywhere from 4 to 5 minutes or so, you want to make sure that it's not sticky. If it's sticky, that means that the peel base is going to absorb the dip powder base, which means you won't be able to easily pop it off. So that's just my personal experience, just a little tip for you. So I'll be using, like I said, Clean Slate, which is a super faint blue color from the new Halloween collection from Ritzy Dips, which is actually releasing tomorrow. Today is Friday, the day that I'm doing this voiceover. I did do this mani last week though, but it comes out not tomorrow. Oh gosh, it comes out September 14th at 6 p.m. And then along with Candy Corn, those two are the new ones. Ice Matcha actually released maybe a month ago or so in a different collection, and I've used it several times under decals, and it's like a creamy white color that you can chrome. And then from Pampered Pretties, these brand new decals that just released this week. And then I have Roseberry on my right hand that I did with a one of my work friends, Christian. We did a twin mani, so go check that out on my Instagram. If you're not already following me on Instagram, TikTok, or here on YouTube, please hit subscribe so I can continue to make all this content for you all. So let's get on to this mani. I just like to do one solid dip of this color, and so what I normally do is 2 solid dips and then 1 dip of glitter. If I don't get good coverage with the glitter, then I might add a second layer, but usually I don't need to. So I'm just adding a layer of base and cleaning it up with my Ritzy Dips Cuticle cleanup tool there, just to make sure everything is nice and clean around the edges prior to it drying. So Clean Slate on my pinky, iced matcha on my ring finger. Then I'm going to be doing Candy Corn, 1 layer onto my middle finger, and I like the way that it looks as 1 layer. If you feel like you need to or want to, you can definitely go ahead and do 2 layers of it. Like I said, I like the way that it looked with just 1. And it's not a chunky glitter, so I didn't have to like pour it into another container or anything like that. Again, I'm just cleaning it up on my cuticles. I think I got excellent coverage there, so I didn't need to do anything else with that. And then again, I am going in with Clean Slate on my index, and I also do Clean Slate on my thumb. I wanted to use that decal specifically, and then I went and looked to see what actually matched to the decal, and it just so happened that I had this collection sitting here in my drawer for promoting the new things that are releasing from the companies that I represent, and this Halloween collection has some fall colors and some Halloween colors on top of it. and I'll actually show the swatches of the entire collection at the end of the video. If you'll stay tuned, I'll add that on there. So I'm just doing 2 layers of the solid colors, and then I will hop back on after you guys see the second layer. And then we are going to be encapsulating all the nails, whether it has glitter or not. You always want to encapsulate. I'm encapsulating in glass, which is Ritzy Dip's clear dip powder. And I have one with a label on it that says solid, because that's the one that I use to encapsulate solid nails. My one that says glitter on it is actually contaminated with little partial bits of glitter from other manis, and it just makes sure that I don't get any random stray little glitters all over these solid nails when I don't want them. So I definitely recommend that if you haven't already done so. So I'm encapsulating all the nails with 1 layer of glass, and I'll be back. Once everything is nice and dry, I am removing the excess clear dip powder with a stiff brush. You always want to do this, especially for the final layer, so you don't get any bubbles on your dip. I am using Ritzy Dip's activator, and each nail will get 2 layers of activator, and then I'll buff and file. And I do buff and file off camera. If that is something that you want to see, just leave me a comment down below and I'll see if I can fit it into my schedule. I did use the Ritzy Dips file and buffer block for my buffing routine. That I use to apply decals, I use Maniology Sticky Base Coat, one layer on the actual nail that's getting the decal, and then I'm using Ritzy Dip scissors. Maniology came out with some brushes that I like to use to clean up, and then those were the decals I was using and a jelly stamper. So in that little container I just put on my desk is 100% acetone. This other container right here that had the black cap is actually just water. I put it in there just so it doesn't collect any dust, and then I can reuse that water for at least a couple of weeks, and then I change it up. So Maniology Sticky Base Coat, one full layer on that nail with iced matcha, and then I'm going to give that a couple of minutes to, not even, maybe just a minute to actually dry. And then while that's drying, I like to cut my decal out. All I do is cut it right around the edge to the same shape of the decal. If it is an odd shaped decal, I'll cut it into a square or a circle. I don't like cut the shape of a pumpkin or anything like that. I'm dropping it into the water, and then I will be taking some tweezers, pulling that out of there and putting it into or on top of the jelly stamper. The jelly stamper just helps me see where exactly I'm placing the decal, and it helps me keep it straight, and it helps keep it flush to the nail. I don't particularly like touching the decal much once it's on the stamper, because all that's going to do is risk ripping the decal. It does help to keep it from being super wrinkly when you apply it on the nail as well. And that's just my routine for decals. I've been doing that for almost a year, maybe, I think, possibly. And it's worked great for me. Once I have the decal on the nail, I remove the jelly stamper after I've, rocked it back and forth, made sure all the sides stuck down. And then I just tap it along the edges just to make sure it sticks a little bit more. And then, like I said, I had poured some acetone into that little container. And this Maniology brush is, I think it's like $9 maybe online. You just clean it off on a napkin or whatever you have, a lint-free wipe. And once you have acetone on it, I take some of the excess of the acetone off on the napkin, and then I'm just going around and touching just the edges of the nail to make the decal melt. The acetone will just literally melt the decal away. I have done this before with alcohol, 91% isopropyl alcohol, and it doesn't work as easily for me. I think I get a better clean up along my nails and the edges of my cuticles with the acetone. So that's why I choose acetone. I don't buff and file my decal around the edges or anything like that. It's more than enough to do it with the acetone, and it works great. Here I just keep cleaning it up. Once you're satisfied with the way that it looks, then you're done with the cleanup process. Then I just apply Maniology Smudge Free Top Coat to protect that decal. And then I will actually be doing, once the Smudge Free Top Coat dries, I'll be doing Ritzy Dips Gel Top Coat, the matte one, on all the nails. Want to give it at least 2 minutes for that Maniology Smudge Free Top Coat to dry. If not, it will actually get wrinkled underneath any kind of liquid that you put on top of it. Some people like to leave the Smudge Free Top Coat by itself. It is okay on its own, but I like to either do dip liquid if I'm doing dip liquid on all the other nails, or gel top coat, matte gel top coat, whichever. So matte gel top coat on all the nails, one layer, and then I am curing for 30 seconds in my UV LED lamp, and we are done. Thanks for checking me out, guys. We'll see you guys next time. Bye.